Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jesus Talk with Chris T. Today I want to talk about the Last Supper. The Last Supper is today, Holy Thursday. What happened on the Last Supper? The Last Supper was the day before Jesus was crucified on the cross. He knew his time was coming and his life was at the end. So he wanted to have one last meal with his disciples. He had one of his disciples go ahead of them to the town where they were going to have it and told him to ask a certain man if we could use the room. It was going to be in an upper room of his building. And Jesus already knew that. So he went there, and the disciple went and found that exactly to be true and reserved the upper room where they had the Last Supper. And Jesus went in there with his disciples, and he took the bread and he broke it and he said, "This is my body which will be given up for you." Then he took the chalice of wine and said, "This is my blood which will be shed for you and for all, so that sins may be forgiven. Do this in memory of me." He then told them that one of them was going to betray him. It was going to be one of them that turned him over to be crucified. And they all started to talk among themselves. They didn't believe it. They wanted to know who it was. Who was it going to be? And Jesus said, "When I dip the bread, and whoever I hand it to, that is going to be who is the betrayer." So he dipped the water, or the bread in the water, or the wine, and he handed it to Judas Iscariot. And when he did that, he said, "Go, do what you have to do." And at once Judas left. Then he also told Peter. Peter said he would never betray him. "I would never betray you, Lord." That's when Jesus said, "But you will deny me 3 times before the cock crows twice." And Peter said, "My Lord, I would never do that." So Judas Iscariot went off, and he told the guards that when he found Jesus, he was going to go up and kiss him, and that would tell them who it was. So he saw Jesus, and he went up to him and he said, "Rabbi," and he went up and kissed him. And then the guards knew that it was him and apprehended him with swords and clubs, which Jesus said, "You come at me with swords and clubs as if I was a robber," and captured him. And also Peter was off in the village now at this time, and they said, "Surely you are one of them." And he said, "No, it's not I." Then he was a second time. They said, "It's surely you're one of them." And he said, "No, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about." And the rooster crowed. Then a third time, a woman said, "Surely you're one of them. I've seen you with him." And he swore, and he started to swear, "How dare you? That's not me." And as soon as he said that, the cock crowed twice, and he remembered that Jesus said he would deny him 3 times. So just remember what Holy Thursday is. It's the day of the Last Supper, when Jesus had his last meal with his disciples before he was taken into custody and put to death on the next day, on Good Friday. So just remember that today when you're going about your day, that Jesus gave his life for you so that sins will be forgiven, for forgiveness of all sins. So wherever you are today, just remember that anytime you've sinned, it can be forgiven when you repent to the Lord because of what happens on Good Friday when Jesus was crucified. I hope you guys have a great day, and remember what Holy Thursday signifies. I love you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.